You're watching a plane fly overhead. Look at it closely. What color do you see? Chances are you saw a white plane. In fact, look up at almost any airplane you see. Chances are it will be white. But why? Why aren't there any red, blue, or black planes? The truth is there are some colored planes, but most are white for very smart reasons. Since it's lighter, it doesn't add much weight to the plane. And that means white planes can use less fuel. After all, it takes more energy to move a heavier plane than a lighter one. That helps pilots and air traffic controllers keep track of them. Now, these aren't the only reasons why planes are white, but they're some of the most important ones. Plus, we have all these great videos to keep you learning. Here's one from a brilliant young mind. Why are polar bears white? Well, here's a hint. It has to do with camouflage. By painting their planes white, companies can save money on fuel costs. You'll probably see mostly white planes. Now you'll know why. We keep things simple, just like our videos. That's 1 minute, 1 like, 1 new thing every day. It's that simple. In fact, there's a lot of science behind the color white. And today we're going to uncover it so we can understand why so many planes are white. Planes don't have air conditioners, so they get pretty hot in the sun. But if they're white, they stay cooler. And when planes land, they stay cool enough that they don't warp or buckle from the heat. Other colors are more expensive and they need to be repainted more often. And here's one more money fact. When airlines sell old planes, they like to repaint them white. That's because it's easier to sell a white plane than one with a bunch of colorful paint. White planes are also easier to repaint, which makes them more appealing to future buyers. This is good for 2 reasons. First, it's safer because a plane that stays cool is less likely to fall apart mid-flight. Second, it's cheaper because a plane that doesn't warp or buckle needs less maintenance. You know, like how ice cream tastes better on a hot day or how your bedroom seems colder in a white t-shirt. That's because white reflects most of the light that hits it. And that's what happens on an airplane, too. When sunlight hits a white plane, most of it gets reflected away, keeping the plane cooler. This is important both in the sky and on the ground. White paint is also lighter than darker paints, which is another way of saying it has a lower density. And there's one more thing. White paint is cheap. It's easy to put on and it lasts a long time. There's even more to the color white. For example, white planes are safer because they're easier to spot in the sky and on radar. So the next time you take a plane ride, look around. And if you like this video, hit the like button. It really helps us out.